The crunch of my tires over shattered porcelain figurines was the first sign something was off. I thought it was a prank at first, maybe some avant-garde art piece gone wild in our quiet suburb of Willow Creek. But then I saw the neon cones, the freshly planted azaleas, and a glossy sign zip-tied across my driveway. Access denied, pending HOA aesthetic review. I blinked, certain I'd pulled into the wrong street. Nope, there was my porch, my golden retriever yapping behind the window, and my mailbox, now dwarfed by hedges that hadn't existed yesterday. Stepping out, I dodged the remains of my neighbor's ceramic turtles, half buried in a new flower bed. Then she appeared. Meredith, the HOA president, clutching a clipboard, sporting oversized sunglasses despite the evening chill, her smile sharp enough to cut glass. "Sorry, Ethan," she said, her voice dripping with fake pity. "This isn't your road. It's our community." With a dramatic flourish, she pointed at the sign and sauntered off like she'd just won a courtroom showdown. I stood frozen, surrounded by uninvited ferns, my own driveway barricaded, and something shifted inside minute anger, but a cold, clear focus. This wasn't ending with a shouting match. This was war, waged with permits, deeds, and a gate she'd never see coming. The next morning, I called the HOA, expecting a simple misunderstanding. 3 transfers later, someone hung up. My email got a canned reply about aesthetic compliance boards. At the next meeting, I was ambushed with a slideshow of my house photos, clearly taken through my windows criticizing my driveway's unapproved gray pavers. I tried to speak, but Meredith slammed a gavel, completely unnecessary, and cut me off. By the time I got home, a notice on my mailbox warned that my dog's barking violated community serenity. The next day, 3 more potted trees appeared with a note: "Compliance builds beauty." This wasn't about rules. It was about power. I'm an architect, and my custom-built home in Willow Creek, with its slate driveway and cedar accents, was HOA approved 5 years ago. But Meredith had it out for me ever since I helped my neighbor, Lisa, win an appeal to keep her solar panels. Citations started piling up. My mailbox was too modern. My trash cans lingered curbside for 19 minutes, and once I got fined for excessive wind chime motion. But blocking my driveway, that was a declaration of war. I started digging first through records, then literally. Property deeds, zoning maps, and the HOA's founding charter revealed a bombshell. The neighborhood's entrance road wasn't HOA-owned. It was leased via an easement that expired 9 months ago. The kicker? Renewal required approval from the original developer successor. I called my old college buddy, Marcus, a real estate shark who once bought a plaza because a deli shorted his sandwich. When I told him the plan, he was all in. "Not revenge," I said. "Checkmate." While Marcus traced the easement's ownership, I tested Meredith's limits. My contractor tried removing the trees, only for an HOA enforcer to threaten fines, muttering Meredith's orders. Marcus struck gold. The road's land was split into 3 parcels. 2 were held by a defunct LLC. The third, a bank's foreclosure remnant. Within days, Marcus secured the first 2. The third took finesse, but my bank transfer sealed it. Overnight, I owned the only road into Willow Creek. Now for the fun part, a fully permitted, high-security gate with keypads, cameras, and a management firm issuing passes. I wasn't punishing neighbors, just reminding Meredith what it felt like to be locked out. By dawn on April 12, 2024, delivery trucks roared into Willow Creek, unloading steel beams and black fencing. Residents gawked as workers dug at the entrance, a veiled sign propped nearby. I sipped coffee, watching Marcus coordinate with a gate company that offered a discount for the drama. By noon, the gate stood, ironclad, with license plate readers and facial recognition, like something from a heist film. The sign was unveiled: private access, Crestwood Management. Permit required. $150 monthly fee. Resident discounts available. Chaos erupted. Meredith screeched up in her SUV, waving the HOA handbook like a holy relic. "You can't block us," she screamed. I shrugged. "It's my land now. You said it wasn't my road, remember?" Her face turned crimson. This is extortion. No, I said coolly. It's property management. Apply for a permit like everyone else. Word spread like wildfire. Emails flooded in curious, then panicked, then furious. The local paper ran a headline. Architect locks down suburb in HOA showdown. I waived fees for elderly residents and medical workers, but the point landed hard. At the next HOA meeting, neighbors turned on Meredith. You said the road was ours, one shouted. She stammered about a delayed easement vote, but I slid permit forms across the table. This, I said, is what happens when you prioritize control over community. The board suspended all fines and began auditing Meredith's reign. That night, cameras caught Meredith trying to sabotage the gate's wiring, only to be lit up by floodlights and a recorded voice. Smile, you're trespassing. The footage went viral on the community app. Comments roasted her. Find my kid for a lemonade stand, now this? Her empire crumbled. Neighbors rallied behind me, sending letters to the zoning board when Meredith filed a complaint alleging I ran a commercial toll. The inspector, amused, praised my gate's safety features and emergency access logs. His report called it a community asset. I hand-delivered a copy to Meredith's door, her expression priceless. Then the county dug deeper, uncovering the HOA's own violations. Unpermitted fences, illegal cameras, and a koi pond breaking runoff laws. An audit exposed Meredith's shady spending $5,200 on a strategic vineyard retreat and payments to her cousin's landscaping firm. At a packed library meeting, residents voted her out. The new board scrapped her fines, offered me the presidency. I declined, and updated the community sign to read, Willow Creek, under new management. Reason. The gate stayed, fees waived, now a symbol of fairness. Neighbors threw a chime freedom barbecue, wind chimes ringing freely. A plaque made from old HOA signs honored me. To Ethan for opening the gate and closing the madness. Meredith faded, her influence gone. One day, our eyes met as I passed her house. She nodded faintly. I nodded back a silent truce. At a backyard cookout, we laughed over a gate-shaped cake with a tiny font of Meredith. The neighborhood thrived again. Gardens bloomed, movie nights lit up driveways, and kids played without fear. The new welcome sign read, Willow Creek, where everyone holds a key. I'd never wanted to fight, but when Meredith tried to own the community, I showed her no one could. I just paved a better road for us all. What would you do if your HOA blocked your home over petty rules? Should Ethan have pushed harder or let it go? Was Meredith a villain or just misguided? Drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more stories of standing up to power.